Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Oh boy, have we got a week coming up. So I'm really curious to see what the grace cards have for us this week. Y'all, right off the bat, I want to tell you about our I always say this, but it's a huge full moon, okay? It's a huge full moon, and it's mostly because of all the other aspects that are surrounding this thing. But I will explain all that at the end of the video. We'll get into it because it'll probably be tying in somewhere with the grace card reading, of course, as it usually does. But Taurus is around, Uranus is around, Jupiter, Venus is doing a dance, and Saturn is a big player, and I'll explain all that really quickly at the end of the video. And as always, I will include a couple of quick links in the pinned comment section below this video so you can go over and look at all the technical aspects. I mean, my sources, they are technical adept readers of that kind of stuff, but they make it really friendly and really easy to understand. So let's get into this grace card reading, y'all. We're going to pull 3 cards for this week, and I am posting this video a little bit ahead because this weekend is huge. The next 24 to 48 hours is going to set you up for next week, and next week is huge. Okay, so I told y'all this was coming, and here it is. Okay, all right, so we're looking at, technically, if you are Julian calendar bound, we're looking at like the 18th, the 19th, and the 19th is the proper moon day. Okay, so we're looking at 1819 to the 25th, 26th, 6-ish kind of thing, you know, like a good full 6-7 days for this reading because it is packed. All right, I probably will come do a midpoint reading on these cards, but other than that, I've got some other stuff I want to share with you. Okay, so I'm going to use those other days for that. So let's do our grace card reading. 3 cards. The first card we're going to pull is going to cover the energies, like I said, for the next, for us, because I'm posting this reading early, it's going to be for the next like 1 to 3 days. Okay, so I'm posting this on a Saturday here. I'm at Hawaii, so that's sort of United States time. So you're looking at, 24 to 72 hours out from this reading from whenever you're seeing this, if you're not in that time zone frame. Okay, so for everybody else, it's going to be like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, maybe even rolling into Tuesday. Okay, so let's do it. I did pre-shuffle the deck. I did it a couple times actually, so I'm just going to go ahead and get our card. I think the grace cards are ready. If we're ready, they're ready. All right, I got us one. Okay, great. Y'all, we forget this. We forget that help is out there just for the asking. Invoke. Invoke. It's Saturday. There's a lot going on, so if the dogs are barking or the chickens start, ask for a blessing. Ask for a blessing. There's an endless supply of divine support awaiting your request. And this is just doubling down or shoring up on that last card we got in our weekly reading from last week, which was the support card. And it's really just about, we got a little one upstairs, we got a big one outside, we got dogs. Okay, ask for a blessing. There is an endless supply of divine support awaiting your request. So, the support card just urged us to remember that there is divine support for us if we can just acknowledge it. The thing is, it's not, I'll believe it when I see it. You got to believe it to see it. So have some faith in your journey. Have some faith in the system of support that we do have for us as human beings on this planet, especially right now, okay? And ask for what you need. Ask in your heart. Supplicate. Pray if you pray. But it really boils down to just having a conversation. Just have a conversation, even if it's with yourself, because this is spoken to your wise self, which is linked to spirit. And the minute you think it, there's an activation that happens. I mean, there is a system of support that is picking up on your vibration even before you think it. But we are in a vibratory realm, so speaking out loud really does put some momentum behind these things that we think we want and we need in our world, but it really does take us getting, and the thing about asking, invoking, or supplicating, or praying, the thing about that, it's not so much the action of doing it, it's about the state of being, our vibration, when we're in that position. And I mean, it's the way your vibe is stationed into a sense of humility when you're asking for help or when you're asking for something to manifest. It's that place inside you that is humble, that is receptive, that is open, that is asking. Okay? So when you can get yourself in that vibration, that frequency holds a lot of clout. It really does. We're going out and we're assuming and demanding, that's fine and dandelion on some planes, but this is really effective with spirit, because again, you bring yourself, your vibration, your frequency into the mode of receptivity. Okay? Humility is receptivity. Asking is coming from a place of, hey, I ain't got it. Can you help me? That's humble. That is acknowledged. Okay? So please don't be afraid to speak up for what you want, even if it's in your head, even if it's in quiet in your home, even if it's just, with your intention, like with your heart, just like, because I promise you're being heard. You're being felt. And like I said, the minute that is expressed into the universe, it's picked up on and it's activated. There's a system of support that's activated that moment. And all you've got to do, all we have to do to have that actualize in our life is to trust that it has been. You order the pizza, keep asking the waitress where your pizza is, unless it takes a whole, you just, okay, I ordered it, I know it's coming. And if it's the right pizza for you, it's coming. Okay? So the next 4 days, let's just concentrate. Concentrate on being in a space of actively assessing your situation, being honest with yourself about what you think could be better or changed, and put your focus on that. Put your intention on that. Get on your energetic knees and ask yourself to cooperate with yourself. And this is a spirit message, and this card is going long, but this spirit message came this morning, and this is about remembering how amazing you are, remembering how great you are, and you get a lot of information, a lot of pummeling that comes in at you on all levels for different reasons from different directions, that kind of like whittles away at the notion that we are divine beings. So I'm not saying that it's easy to remember, to tap into it, to stay engaged with that sense of divinity in ourselves. But this whole invoke card makes me think about that spirit message about how easy it is in our lives to get strayed away from remembering that we belong here. We have an energy presence that is necessary here, or we would not be here. And by that measure in itself, we deserve divine support and guidance, and we've got it. But we have to understand that it's there. We have to remember it's there, or we have to believe in it. Because if we don't, then it doesn't exist for us. Okay? Big dog deal, the first 4 days out from this reading. For those of you in the vicinity of the United States, this will be like late Saturday, Sunday, Monday, especially Monday, y'all, and rolling into Tuesday. Okay? So let's move on. I knew this reading was going to be a doozy, so I really do appreciate you being here, y'all. Thank you for being here. I love you so much, and I'm here to grow and grow and grow, so thank you for being here and helping me do that. This second card is going to be for proper if you're in the vicinity of the United States. This one's going to cover Wednesday and Thursday of this upcoming week. I'll calendar right here so I can actually see it. When I look over there, y'all, I look at the calendar, but I can't actually see it, okay? So that's going to be like the 21st and the 22nd. And I'm going to tell you right now, the 22nd for everybody on Thursday, you know, Julian, according to the United States, the 22nd for everybody else, that's going to be a really promising day. Okay, but we have to do the work up to that and through this crazy full moon. I'll tell you all about that in a minute. Okay, beautiful. Choice. Y'all. I am not going to lecture you on how everything is a choice. I'm just going to leave it just like that. For every action, there is a reaction. Choose wisely. And remember, you have a choice. That's like a big deal. Just remembering that you have that power. You are that important. You are that powerful. You have a choice. You know, I love it when my friends said, well, I did this and this and this, but I really had no choice. Well, you know what? Yes, you did. Yes, you had that choice. And kudos, good for you. Because you made a choice to be to activate on your choice and not to feel like some victim, like I just don't have any choice. You have a choice, and the choices that you make are so important, and you got to kind of own them. I'm sorry, it's true. Everything we go through, everything we experience is a matter of a fallout or shakeout or fairy dust remnants from every choice we've ever made. But we do it on purpose. We bring situations to ourselves because our higher self knows we need that. We need that learning. We need the experience. We need the, you know, body consciousness of the experience or whatever it is that we were supposed to get from it. But we do this. We make these choices in our lives, and they have long-term ramifications most always. So everything that we go through, we've created, but we've created it for our learning. We've created it out of a sense of love for our human persona, for our best evolution on this planet. But that's right there connected to your perception, this choosing thing. This is what creates our reality. Okay? This is what choosing is powerful. And that's why I say it's so important to choose the way you're feeling. How do I choose the way I'm feeling? I'm just feeling this way. Well, the way you're feeling is connected to your thought processes. And your thought processes, well, those are your files. Yes, they get heavily influenced in a day. They definitely do. They get heavily influenced on our way out of childhood. They get heavily influenced by a lot of different factions, but the bottom line is that's our office up there. Those are our files. We have access to those like some other things have access to those, and we can manage those files and we can make those choices. We can decide to feel what we feel and move on, or we can decide not to. That's huge. It's a big responsibility. So come the 22nd, what did I say, the 21st and the 22nd, or for United States vicinity, that's going to be Wednesday and Thursday. Remember, if something's coming up for you, it's a big deal, because these choices really do fashion the rest of our experience on this planet. And right now is a very tenuous time, y'all. Planetarily speaking, there's a lot of action going on. And I was talking to you the last couple of weeks about how the last couple of weeks are going to set you up. Well, here's the crescendo. This is it. It's not like a big test. It's not a test from the outside. It's a test of ourselves. It's a test for ourselves. But these aspects are enhancing this portal. I'm going to call it a portal, but it's like, for me, it's like this. It is an opening. It's an opportunity. And with all the Uranus energy that's happening through the full moon, which is going to happen a couple of days before this energy is happening, Uranus is causing a lot of stuff happening. And Uranus with Taurus hanging around, I mean, the two of them, Taurus is like connected to our structure, our foundation, the earth beneath our feet, literally. And Uranus is all about the surprises and all the stirring. Uranus is the one that comes in the kitchen while you cooking and says, I need to stir this soup some more. You didn't stir it up enough. So, if you're connected at all to the tarot cards, this is Tower Heaven right here, y'all. And the choices that we make through this system and after this big full moon, they're gonna matter. And the bottom line there is, you don't have to be scared, just be prepared. So just be prepared to put one foot in front of the other and live purposefully and really pay attention to your life. Don't just rush through your days this week, especially on auto, doing what you normally do. Really look around, go slower, consider, be considerate. Be a considerate, expresser in the world. One step in front of the other. Don't get rushed. Be thoughtful. That's my best advice through this, okay? Slow down, be thoughtful. Be aware of the difference between a reaction and a response, and you'll be all right. Okay, you'll be all right. Okay, so that's our second card. I'm posting this on Saturday, so it's going to be 4 to 5 days out from this reading, or Wednesday and Thursday, 21 and 22 of August 2024. Okay, now let's get our next card. Now this is going to be toward the end of the week. We're going to slide down to, for us in the United States, it's going to be Friday, Saturday, may roll into Sunday. Okay, and for everybody else, it's like about 6-7 days out from this reading. Okay, so let's get it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and I'm not even going to pretend that I know all the faculties and facets of this situation that we're in, and it is a situation, astrologically speaking, but again, I will post links. And I'll be going over to the links myself, this is the type of moon that you want to hear these videos a couple of times, because there's a lot of stuff. There's a whole lot of rosy going on, all right? Okay. Direction. Look for clues. Grace will lead us to the exact events and experiences we need at precisely the right time. That's grace. The inexplicable serendipity of our lives that a lot of times that we absolutely deny. Because this is not something we want to do. It's not something we want to see. It was like, no. And saying no is valid, okay? But remember that life is full of synchronicities and seeming serendipitous events and experiences in our world. And it's like, please try not to hold your hand out to that in that way. Please try and do it like that, because all of this is everything that we experience has been brought to our awareness for a reason, and we've got to work through this stuff, because otherwise it just comes right back around anyway. I mean, let's take it one step at a time, and that seems to be a recurring theme in my little head, is one foot in front of the other, one step at a time, okay? And just remember that these clues are there. That's another part of just last week's card, just perception of understanding that, I have a system and support. I have a system of support, and I have to stop looking at the same pages. I got to look at all the pages in this book and stop reading the same chapter over and over. Really look around in your environment and kind of notice the magic of life, because it's there. I have some of the grooviest associations who are absolutely devoid of awareness how magical their lives are, and so when I get around them, they call me the hippie. But I'm just saying, it's like, okay, I have pointed out something quite magical that was happening for my friend, who's like, that rooster was like waking me up every morning and starting to make me mad, and I'm like, okay, but you're friends with that rooster, right? And you go out and you talk to the rooster and his hennies and his little babies, don't you? And you throw a little bit of out in the bushes for those. So you're a friend with this rooster, and this rooster has been waking you up for the last 3 mornings. He's like, yeah, so don't judge me if I was being mean to him because I wouldn't get my. I was like, maybe you should get up. Maybe you should do something different. Maybe that's a synchronicity in your life. Maybe there's something at that time of day that you're missing that you need to see. Maybe, why don't you just engage with that magic and see what happens? And I probably shouldn't even tell you the rest of it, but I'm going to. And so he couldn't go back to sleep one of these mornings. He got up and he had been missing a phone call about an apartment. And now he's already moved because he finally... And it's hard to get housing here, so this was very important, but he just laughed about it. But I'm hoping that he'll understand that we get that stuff all the time. And you never know from where it's going to come or what form it's going to be in or what color the bow is going to be on that beautiful present of yours. So keep your eyes open. Believe in yourself, believe in your journey, believe in the magic of life, because it goes on with or without us, okay? It's there for us. There are little guideposts all along our daily journey to give us hints, to give us a way. You know, but our default is to keep that tunnel vision and do what we do every day and make that appointment, which is great, which is important, because that's, you know, that's important. But this whole other thing, this whole other divinity thing, that's just like, that's extra. Why not take advantage of it? It's just like this astrology, astronomy stuff. It's like, you know, people are like, yeah, I'm not into that. I don't know about that planet. Well, you know what? This didn't come from nowhere. Most of it is actually based in math and long eons of study of, you know, a symbolic association of the way the planets, you know, exert their energy on Earth and how it affects people. It's a science, people. And why not know about it? Why not have a heads up on a big full moon? Why not have a heads up on a Saturn energy that's going to, you know, ground us and ask us to look at karma and restrict us in certain ways? Why not know that there's a Mercury retrograde that's heavily influencing this moon? Why not know that there's an Aquarian accompaniment for this huge full moon that's going to make it, you know, possible for us to reach out into the future and start creating things for ourselves? Why not know about that stuff? It just seems like a little bit of an advantage for us, you know, to me. So 6 to 7 days out from this reading, or toward the weekend if you are in the vicinity of the United States, just remember that grace will lead us to the exact moments and circumstances that we need in our life that we can't create for ourselves because we're busy doing what we always do. So these will be your other arrows. These will be your detours. These will be those other things that you can get hold of. Different information that you can bring into your world to create something different for yourself, to create something fun for yourself, to create something new. And that's what this energy is all about. Okay, so those are your beautiful cards for the week. Let's see if I can get them in. I don't know if they're in the right order or not. I get so confused with the camera thing, but here they are, baby dolls. Okay, the next 3 to 4 days, 24 to 72 hours, something like that. Remember, it's important just to speak up for yourself. Be in that humble space. Do it. If there's something you really need in your world, ask for it. Ask to yourself, because that wise self is inside. Ask God if you believe in that. Ask you to participate in your own journey. Ask yourself to please cooperate with this higher thinking, this higher vibe thing. Make a deal with yourself. And before you do all that, use this weekend to really assess what's going on in your world. Slow down a little bit, and this is so important. This is the build up to this freaking gigantic full moon in Aquarius on Monday, or what would it be, the 19th of August 2024. Spend some time this weekend really looking at things and deciding, making decisions, asking yourself where I can do things better, where I want to have progress in my world. And there is a planetary aspect, I can't remember which one, that will help us do that. It will help illuminate those places in our worlds where we can do some growing, which is not always comfortable. I'm just going to put it like that, okay? Because we might be squirming a little bit through this energy, but look, it's all about our best evolution on this planet, and these planets are actually giving us energy to do all the little mechanical work that we really need to do through this energy. So it's really divine and blessed. And even if there is a lot of tumultuous, changey, sort of staticky energy abreast or around, we also have a temperance through Venus and the Sun. The Sun is going to give us a lot of nurturing energy, okay, to help us through all of this. So just believe in that, because that's happening. It's a fact, Jack. It is science, okay? In midweek, you know, Wednesday and Thursday, or the 21st and the 22nd, somewhere around that day. Look, remember that whatever's coming up, you have a choice. You're not stuck anywhere. And every single thing, every opportunity that brings itself to us is another opportunity for us to wield that power of being able to choose in our world. And sometimes they're hard choices. But you got this. You got this. And the Sun is supporting us. This big Sun energy right now that's going to be nurturing and loving, but also illuminating. Okay? So let's take it like big people with grace. And toward the weekend, if you're in the United States or its vicinity, Friday, Saturday, maybe rolling into Sunday, or for everybody else, that's going to be properly like the 24th, 23rd, 24th, 25th. Action, okay, of August 2024. Remember that you have guidance. There is guidance, but it's in the magical aspect of life. So look for those clues. Believe in those clues. Life is a freaking Easter egg hunt that never quits, that never shuts down. Okay, so look for those signs and those little synchronicities and those symbols and those literal detour signs and just all of that, because that's for us. I mean, I would even have somebody try to differ with me on the fact that I believe that sometimes we see things that other people don't see. Sounds a little crazy, but I really believe that. I mean, I guess it would be a fictional kind of stretch, but literally I believe that sometimes life is so magical that we as individuals in our own reality get given certain symbols that other people don't get. Okay, so in that way, it's so for you, it's so for us, it's custom for your own journey. So this is not about recognizing synchronicities for me. It's not about recognizing synchronicities for your other magical friend. It's about you. This is all about your journey, and these little signs and symbols are absolutely set up for your awareness and your appreciation. Okay? And it's there for us. It's right there. All we have to do is believe it to see it. Okay, so those are your beautiful cards for the week. And I had decided to go ahead and do a little bit from the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck. I'm going to pull one card now. I pre-shuffled this to save time. I knew this was a wordy video, especially I'm going to give you a little piece about the moon at the end. So I pre-shuffled this deck, and I saw at the very bottom of the deck is number 19. Dream a beautiful dream. I love that. That is so timely, y'all. But let's go ahead and just pull our card off the top. Yeah, this channel is so magical. All right, thank you for being here. I appreciate your presence so much, y'all. And don't forget, please hit the like button on your way out if you like the video. I appreciate that. Can't make it up. I'm here, you're here. We got to make it up. Inspiration. And it's number 3, the life journey number. Okay, and I have my trusty little book here. I'm not going to wait. If you want to, go ahead and send it through search. Put in 3, put the literal number 3, and usually, maybe it's only because I always do that, but spiritual meaning of 3. And they'll highlight it for you. You don't have to read a long thing. It'll be right there. Okay, and then I have creation, which is perfect because there's going to be some discombobulation, y'all. I'm telling you right now. I'm just not trying to scare you. I'm just trying to prepare you. Okay, but from all of that tower energy, from all that Taurus and Uranus playing, it was like, you know, Uranus, like I said, is going to come in and is like not only going to stir your soup when it doesn't need to be stirred, might take the pot off the stove and put it somewhere else. You know, I don't know. There's going to be some movement, okay, because Taurus is what? Linked to, it's an earth sign, and it's also linked to our foundation. Okay, so creation, growth, development. And this is beautiful. I've written team, okay, which means that that is so harmonious with the aspect of the Aquarius, because that's sort of like a collective forward motion kind of energy. Okay, so now I'm also gonna look up this one in the book. Now what I will do, y'all, is I will put this card, making sure it doesn't have any nips or anything on it. You know, we get in trouble for that. I forgot about that. Okay, so no nippies. I'm going to put this on the community page with the pages that go with it. The inspiration card. This is so wonderful. An idea has captured your attention or will do very soon. Maybe this weekend when you're doing that contemplation. Be acquiescent. Allow the energies to come in. You'll get some fresh insight, especially with the sun energy. Okay? Let's see. Allow inspiration to fill you with enthusiasm. Enthusiasm, good. Okay? An expectation of magic and marvelous synchronicity. Hello, what were we just talking about? Such as people, situations, and opportunities fall into place to help bring your inspiration to reality. This idea has the potential to flower into so much more than you realize. It has great potential. Okay, y'all, this is so wonderful. Okay, so this oracle comes with a message that you are a vehicle for inspiration. You are meant to think and do things differently. Well, you are here, okay? Oh, wait, blah, blah, blah. You are capable of receiving fresh ideas that are not so out there or different that they stop being practical, helpful, and wonderful. You're being asked to avoid the trap of doubting your ideas are special or interesting enough. Your inspiration comes direct from the universal creative source. And you are being asked to believe and recognize the signature of great intelligence within your inspirational ideas and creative urges, and to act accordingly. But what you need to do, from me to you, is give yourself that downtime so that these things can come in. Get out of your routine this weekend. Get out of it. Put yourself in a little bit of a different environment, a different show on TV, a different station on your radio. Take a different way home from work. Take a different route to the store. Get yourself in new situations. Get yourself in a quiet space if you can, so that you can sort of sort through those files I was talking about, your own files. And throw out what doesn't need to be in there, because those files are heavy, and make some room. You know, and that's the other thing with the invoke card. When we ask, that's a sense of, it's sort of like a little bit of an expression of clearing some way for something new. Okay? That's the whole modality of this whole energy system with this moon. It's a big deal. It's sort of like I heard Chris Rex say, and he's great. He's got Minnow Pond Tarot on the YouTube. Hi, YouTube. He is super great and super adept. He was talking about that too. I lost my train of thought, but I will link his video that I saw that in, because I know exactly the video, and he talks a lot about astrology, astronomy. He knows what he's talking about, but I will link that. There's a lot going on around here, so I'm going to sign off, y'all. Thank you for being here. Please, please, please consider subscribing if you're not subscribed already. I got a lot of homework to do to stack this video and get it uploaded today, but I'm going to do that for us. This is really important. This is a very important week coming up, and we need this weekend time. That's why I'm posting this video early, to get ourselves set up for this Monday extravaganza. And I am just going to call it like that, okay? And I have some other things happening. I do want to tell you to put your in your little notes over there. It's Saturday proper in the United States, but it is the 24th on the Julian calendar of August. This is a big, beautiful, blessed day. Lots of fabulous possibilities. Big, 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 dreamy possibilities, okay? So keep yourself open and aware that come Saturday, if you're in the United States, or the 24th of August, there's big planetary bolster of energies for us to take advantage of, to like actually actualize dreams, okay? And that's amazing that we got this number 3 card, the inspiration card. I mean, this whole reading is, I've just got chills. So this is a big deal, and I'm pretty excited. So I'm going to make some notations. I'm going to put those on this post on the community page with this Sacred Rebel Oracle card, okay, and Sacred Rebels. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think so. So thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much, y'all. And oh, wow, it's going to be a big week. Let me hear from you if anything extraordinary happens, especially toward the weekend. I am so interested in who you are and what you are and where you are, and I appreciate you being here so much. Okay, I do have another video coming. It's a timeless energy check, but it is an important one. So I'm trying not to stack my videos so one doesn't get lost on the other one. So I'm going to go ahead and do this weekly, post it because you need it for the weekend energy, and then I'll slide in that other one as fast as I can. Okay, all right. Thank y'all so much for being here, and I will see you soon.